いつか父さんよりすごい魔導具師になるから楽しみにしていて。
Dahlia in Bloom. It is over, my friends. Our journey with Dahlia and her artifacts and her being an artificer has finally come and complete. Her relationship with Wolf is kind of complete. And there were some things I love about this last episode and some things that I didn't. Now, you know, overall, when it comes to Dahlia and Bloom, I was really looking for romance. I can't even hide it. You know, when we put this one in a genre, it really is, you know, isekai, slice of life, romance. And I was looking for more romance here between Dahlia and Wolf. And I was really hoping that at this last episode, we would kind of get something that kind of officiates or officializes them being together. Like, I was hoping that there'd be like a scene or a moment that happened to where maybe they hold hands, maybe they kiss for the first time. Just something that kind of officiates that, yes, they're both into each other. And maybe that's kind of where we end the season on, is not knowing what's going to happen next, but just kind of solidifies their relationship. The unfortunate part about all of that is we did not get that. Dahlia and Bloom just ended as it ended. It kind of like there was no moving forward. There was no moving the stick, you know, the stick forward of the relationship. It's kind of like they've just kind of been coasting at this very friendship level. Now, it's certainly obvious to us that they're into each other. We got a flash forward as they were creating a weapon and they were using a specific item. They got a glimpse of the future where they're attending like some kind of ball and dancing together and stuff. But even in that flash forward, even in that glimpse of the future, there wasn't anything romantic involved. It was really just Wolf extending his hand out to the head of the Rossetti company and them dancing together. And a very cute moment that they shared after where Wolf is like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to actually learn how to dance a little bit better based on that glimpse of the future. So don't get me wrong, really cute stuff, but just nothing that I really felt satisfied with. When animes are ending, I always have to think about it this way. And you always kind of have to be selfish. You know, it's like you and I, right? We're investing 12 weeks. Whether the show had a bye week or whatever, we're basically, you know, investing 12 weeks, you know, over a 12-week period, over a 3-month course. You know, we're investing time to make sure that each and every week we're going to give a show, you know, 20 to 25 minutes of our time, but that we're going to come in and watch this episode or watch this show, you know, each and every week. And we're making time, we're carving out time of our day to be like, okay, I'm going to go watch it at this time, whether it's night, morning, whatever. When that happens, the ROI, the return on our investment as a viewer, should be something satisfying at the end. And I think that if the show is centered around romance, that there should be some kind of romantic payoff for the viewer, for the reader at the end of it. And I feel this way with every other anime. If the anime is a isekai hero thing where, you know, hero overcomes demon lord or some type of evil, then at the end of that journey, even if they're going to get a season 2, there should be something satisfying. Like, you know, hero reincarnated person overcomes one of the demon lord's generals and, you know, it ends on him opening the demon lord's door or something. That's good enough. If it's slice of life and it's about sorry guys, I've been sick. If it's slice of life and it's about like a kid or something, then it should be like, okay, the season ends on maybe like a flash forward or like you know, they're 10, we're gonna give you a little glimpse at them being 14 and then that leaves the door open. So regardless, you know, I always feel like they should have some kind of payoff for us as the viewer, as the reader. But when we don't get that, it's always, for me as a reviewer, you know, a reviewer, a critic, and just an enjoyer of anime, it's always going to get a point or two docked from me from my overall enjoyment when I didn't get any return on the investment for my time. Now, again, like I said, this episode had cute things. You know, it had Wolf and Dahlia experimenting with swords a bit more and them actually creating a sword that could be touched, that could be used, but also seems like it took on like an entity of itself. Like it kind of like absorbed a soul or something as well. So we could definitely kind of go more into that, you know, as the show, you know, may get a season 2 or whatever. Also, if I keep dying on this, guys, I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. I won't cut it out. I'll keep me dying. I got the flu or something. I don't know. But you know, they have that like entity, that kind of like the spirit that inhabited this sword. So there was some cool moments that were shared, you know, between them and them working in tandem, figuring out this sword stuff. Then, you know, we had the fairy stone or whatever that gave them the glimpse of the future. That was a really cool and cute moment with each other. You know, then we have them taking to the graves to go and honor his mother, and for her to go and honor her father. And we did get some really, not heart-wrenching, but some really tender moments of her remembering all the different times as it kind of took her from being a little girl, you know, kind of like, you know, little girl to like preteen to teen to older. And it kind of gave us glimpses of, you know, her interacting with her dad and the different emotions that came with that. And her, you know, after she shared a night with her friends and stuff of drinking and everything, her waking up in her home once again, remembering the good feelings that she had of always waking up to her dad about, you know, we're going to invent something new today, you know, and her kind of using that as fuel to say, okay, I'm going to go and get it. So really, really cool, really tender moments that you know, it invoked in me as a viewer, and then it kind of invoked in her as a character. It kind of shared with us. From the opposite side, we had Wolf, you know, talking to his mom, kind of introducing the fact that he has this special friend now in Dahlia, and he's ultimately found what his, not inspiration, but from what his purpose is as a knight. I guess at some point, his mom had posed to him like, hey, what kind of knight do you want to be? And he always kind of assumed, and I like the way he explained it to us, kind of like as we're 5, you know, he always kind of assumed that it was like, oh, I want to be a longsword knight or a magical knight or this and that. But he really found that the meaning behind this, he wants to be a knight that protects what's important to him. And what's important to him right now is Dahlia. And he even asked for his mom to give Dahlia her blessing, not him, because he's going to earn it himself. So, you know, really, really cool stuff. Really tender, really sweet. I know I genuinely did enjoy, you know, all of the episode and stuff. It just didn't feel like the last episode of a season. And I think that's kind of where my my critiques kind of come in, is it just didn't feel like the end. And maybe it's not meant to be. You know, maybe it'll get a season 2. But I just really didn't feel fully satisfied, even though the content that we got was by and large pretty cute. So overall, thank you guys for being with me on this journey of Dahlia and Bloom crafting a fresh start in magical tools. It's been a really good show. I think it's definitely been one of the gems of the season. I think it'll be one of the gems of the year. And I don't think enough people are talking about this show because it does deserve a lot of love. This is one of those ones that, you know, if I had more time on my hands, it would inspire me to go and, you know, go into the Bilibili app or one of the apps on my phone and read, you know, the rest of Dahlia, or maybe even purchase or buy the light novel or manga. I just simply don't have the time. But if I did, I would definitely see that this could inspire a lot of people to go and want to read and continue this story, because it really was that good. And I do think at some point we will get Wolf and Dahlia's romantic relationship, or the embers and beginnings of that relationship, actually solidified. Especially since this episode they began talking about, you know, wedding partners or romantic partners for Dahlia and stuff. So I do genuinely think it will come. I just kind of wish it came in season 1, or at least the beginnings of in season 1, and not make us wait 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line to actually see the continuation of as a anime viewer. So that's the one thing. Overall, I would say this was a 7.5 out of 10. I think that there was some really genuine, really awesome moments. I think that the most heart-wrenching, tear-jerking moment of the season definitely happened in this episode, or in this anime. I won't say this episode, but in this anime, I think, you know, the stuff with her and her dad, definitely I think it was the most, like, tears I've cried all season. Among any of the shows, and for that I definitely do want to give it its flowers. But again, it wasn't perfect. There was a lot of imperfections. There was some things I would have liked to have seen it done better. But 7.5 I think is a very good anime, especially on our anime scale. So very good anime, hidden gem of the season, and thank you guys for being along with me for the rides. I'm looking forward to reading your guys' comments, your last comments for this show. For me, you guys will see me creating some fall videos. We're going to go through live chart my anime list. We're gonna look at all the fall anime coming. I haven't really done that yet, so it's gonna be brand new to me. So make sure you guys look out for that. And then I'll also be producing and have a video coming with the 10 anime that you should watch. That'll just feature nothing but brand new anime coming this season that should be on your radar. And that'll be coming too. So look forward to that. Hope you guys click on it. But thank you guys for chilling with me all season long. And I'll see you guys in the fall. All right, my friends. Peace out.